Alright, today we're talking about the LGT Budget Sabre. I'm not going to waste a lot of time with telling you what it is. We're just going to get right into the features. This is not how it comes. This I modified myself, and we'll go over that later. They come in one solid color. Let's get to what you really want to see. To turn it on, we hold it down for 10 seconds. Does a cool little sound to let you know that it's on. And then to turn it on, you just push it on. Now this is an RGB Sabre. Oh, by the way, the switch does light up. So to change the colors, this is vibration sensitive. We hold it down for 2, 1, 2. We let it go, and then we hold it down. And you'll notice the blade starts to change colors. The longer I hold it down, it cycles through the different colors. Color's not showing up too well. Maybe if I do this with the light off. Let me see if I can reach the light from here. There, that's a little bit better. Yeah, the blue doesn't show up on camera. It's really showing up in live though. And RGB means you can tint it with those 3 prime colors. Back to orange, yellow, lighter yellow. There's a white. This is like a pinkish white. And then there's a purplish white. And there's like a white. More of a yellow white. Back to yellow. Orange. Red, purple. As you can see, it's got a full spectrum of colors, and it's real easy to cycle through them. And then once you find the color you want, you press once. That's the blaster deflect sounds. Now when I move it around, it will go back into the motions. And then to turn it off, we hold it down for 3 seconds. And, I'm just going to leave the light off for this, but I will give you a close-up of the detail work that I do to these. There's a little flaw in there where I had to splice it, but okay, so to change the sound fonts, we hold the button down while it's off. This one is Avenger. It's kind of got a cool double blaster effect, or whatever you want to call it. Just a flash on flash. Lock up is push it twice. There's lock up. Turn it off, we hold it 3 times. And let's go to the next sound font. That, of course, is Kylo Ren. There's the lock up. And let's see what this is. Ben Solo. There's the lockup. This thing's very loud, by the way. The sound quality of the speaker isn't the greatest, but it's very loud. What else was I going to show you on this? We had the blaster. There's the lock, or the flash on flash. Lock up. And the next sound font. Lightsaber was Luke's. This lightsaber was Luke's. I'm not rolling my eyes. Doesn't sound much different from the Ben Solo. Slightly though. The flash on flash is a little bit different. The blaster effect is definitely a different sound. Whoops. There's the lockup. This is mute, so when we turn it on, there's no sound to it at all. The effects are still there as far as the flash on clash, blaster effect, but there's no sound on that one. I'm not sure what this one is. It just gives you kind of a mumble or whatever. Oh, I think this is Maul. I think it was saying Maul. There's the lockup. Electrum is one of my favorites. Oh, look at that blaster sound cool. That's the lockup. This is Avenger. I think that's back where we started. The lockup. Let's see, if the next one is Kylo Ren, then we know that was where we started. And there's Kylo Ren. Okay, let me get that light back on. And yes, I'm using my lightsaber to reach the light switch. Okay, so let's go over some more of the features. This is, the pommel is detachable. If you have two of these specific kind, you can just remove the pommel of one of them, and this will screw right in to the other end of the other pommel. So you can connect two of them to make a double-bladed lightsaber with no other needed attachments. The reason I took this off, though, was I was going to show you that's one piece, And then the handle also unscrews to reveal a chassis, which a lot of budget sabers don't have a chassis. It's got the sound card and the electronics and a removable lithium-ion battery. There's also this little tape in here so that if you don't like the sensitivity, you can wrap it a little better so that it becomes more or less sensitive. And then, of course, to put it back together, just like that. Now, like I was saying, these come in one color. This all the little accents on here and the leather wrap. This is all what I do extra on the sabers that I resell. And I don't just paint these. I have several years of automotive refinishing experience, and I use that experience to make a lasting paint job on these. And I use a very high quality professional airbrushing air compressor to do that. But as anyone will tell you, a lasting paint job begins with the prep. And I'm not going to go into the details of what I do to prep. Just know that it's a lasting professional paint job. As you can see there, very nicely done. And then the leather wrap, I have to buy my supplies, of course, my paint, my prep materials, and the leather I have to custom cut and apply. So I charge a little bit for the work that I do to these. Let's go over pricing. These can be found on Amazon without any of the aesthetics that I've done to it, sometimes for around $100 after shipping. They sell fast though. LGT has a store on Amazon, and they only put like so many on a month, and they sell out quick. I managed to get a hold of one, modified it. I plan on buying more of these and reselling them. My price, and I've already advertised this on Facebook and Craigslist in my area. In the past week, I've had 3 messages, and actually negotiated with some people. I started my pricing at $250, and that's a little bit high, but I wanted to give myself some wiggle room to make negotiations. Excuse me, I just had dinner. Anyways, I knew 250 was high, but that gave me some room to negotiate. 150 is about as low as I can go on these, and that's only making about a $10–15 profit when I add up my cost for supplies and my labor. I'm only making about $10 or $15 per saber on these when I sell them for that. Oh, by the way, any minute now, this thing's gonna tell you that it's going off because resistance is dead. All is over. When it's left idle for too long, it shuts itself off. There's no off switch, but it lets you know when it shuts itself off with that cute little the resistance is dead thing. Anyways, this is a 1-inch diameter polycarbonate blade, which a lot of budget sabers, they don't come with the 1-inch heavy grade polycarbonate blades. They come with those little 7/8 inch blades. So if you wanted to put an Ultra Saber blade on here, you could. If you wanted to put a ripper on here, you could. Standard 1-inch diameter polycarbonate blades will fit this fine. It also does come with a charger, a tool to remove the blade, some extra screws, and an instruction pamphlet. All of that is included with the ones that I sell as well. So anyways, my thoughts on it: great budget saber compared to the prices for something from Ultra Sabers or Vader's Vault or Saber Forge. Something like this from any one of those stores would run you $600–700 easily. So it is a very, very good budget saber. The only thing, the sound quality isn't great, but it's loud and it's good. It's not great. Everything else on it, it's the other thing you need to know. It's a little bit slimmer than most of the other from the big three. Ultra Sabers, Vader's Vault, and Saber Forge. The hilt itself is a little bit slimmer and smaller than what you would get from the big three. I think it's a little more screen accurate in this size, and you still, with even two-handed, you still got lots of real estate there to work with. Anyways, that's about all I got to say on this one. It's a great budget saber if you're interested in purchasing one like this. Oh, one other thing, these do come in several colors. I happen to get black, but I think the next ones that I get, I'm gonna get gold, and that way I can leave this area gold, paint my copper, paint my black, paint my copper, and my gold I won't need to paint here because it'll already be gold. And I think I'll leave this area gold as well. I'm not sure, but that'll keep my paint down. The other reason why is when dueling, sometimes people will ride their blade down your blade, so the main contact point is going to be the emitter. So I want to try to avoid painting the emitter as much as possible to avoid any damage or scuffing that could occur to the emitter. So I think by getting the solid gold and then painting around that, it could make the quality a little bit better. Anyways, if you're interested in purchasing one of these, get a hold of me, whether this is on Facebook or YouTube or wherever. Just pop me a message and we'll work something out. Thanks for watching. Please give us a like and subscribe.